The Temples of Humankind, Mysteries and Legends of Italy's enigmatic pyramid complex. Nestled in the lush green hills of northern Italy, not far from the town of Nardo in the Puglia region, lies one of the country's most enigmatic and mystifying archaeological sites, the Temples of Humankind. This sprawling complex contains over 20 pyramid-shaped megalithic structures, the origins and purpose of which have puzzled historians and archaeologists for decades. Though the pyramid complex was only discovered in the 1960s, the earliest of the structures are believed to date back over 4,500 years, making them older than even the famous pyramids of Egypt. Yet, despite their great age, very little is actually known for certain about who built them, how they were constructed, and what purpose they served. Over the years, various theories and legends have arisen attempting to explain the mysteries behind these magnificent ancient monuments. The discovery. The Temples of Humankind were first discovered in 1964 by Lorenzo and Roberto de Santis, two amateur archaeologists who were exploring the area. Surveying the landscape, they noticed unnatural-looking mounds rising up from the earth. Curious, they began excavating one of the mounds and were stunned to discover it was a large pyramid, constructed of rough stone blocks weighing over a ton each. Further digging revealed that they had stumbled upon an entire complex of stone pyramids, over 20 in total, spread out over several acres of land. Though weathered by time, many of the structures still reached heights of over 50 feet. The archaeologists coined the name the Temples of Humankind for the site, which has remained its unofficial title to this day. Since their initial discovery, archaeologists have been gradually excavating and studying the pyramids, uncovering many puzzling details. The structures show evidence of precise astronomical alignments, with some oriented to the sun's position on the solstices and others aligned with major stars. The interiors contain a labyrinth of narrow passageways and chambers, including crypt-like recesses in the floor. Some of the pyramids also have traces of colored wall plaster, religious symbols, and elaborate decorations. Who built the temples? The biggest mystery surrounding the Temples of Humankind is the identity of the ancient people who built them. Archaeologists have suggested various possible candidates, but there is no scholarly consensus. Some believe they were constructed by the Illyrians, an Indo-European tribe who inhabited the region during the Bronze and Iron Ages. Others think the Messapians, an Illyrian offshoot civilization that arose in southern Italy around 500 BC, were the most likely builders. But there are also proposals that the structures were the work of much earlier Mediterranean peoples from the Neolithic or Chalcolithic eras. Without inscriptions or other written records to consult, dating the structures has proven extremely difficult. The temples do bear similarities in form and design to other European megalithic sites, like the Pyramid of Menga in Spain and the Ceci and Codici pyramids in Sicily. But unlike those sites, no artifacts or human remains have been recovered that can reliably date construction. The building methods and materials also provide few clues, since massive stone blocks were used at sites across the Mediterranean for thousands of years. This dating uncertainty only deepens the aura of mystery around who actually assembled these magnificent structures. Whether they were built by Copper Age farmers, Bronze Age warriors, or Iron Age craftsmen, remains an open and hotly debated question in archaeology. The pyramid's perplexing purpose. The Temples of Humankind are not only enigmatic in their origin, but also in their purpose. Just what did these pyramidal structures mean to their ancient architects? Why expend such tremendous effort to build them? Numerous theories have been proposed, each more speculative and controversial than the last. Some scholars believe the temples were sacred sites linked to celestial worship. The astronomical alignments and solar-associated symbolism suggest the pyramids could have been used for solstice and equinox observations as part of religious rituals. Others think they served as temples and tombs for important personages, like the pyramids of ancient Egypt. The corpse of an adult male was found in one pyramid, and its design evokes a crypt. However, not all archaeologists agree the complex had a religious or funerary function. Skeptics think the temples may have been military outposts or territorial markers. Their elevated positions provided excellent vantage points over the surrounding countryside, and their imposing appearance could have been used to project power. But this remains conjecture, as no remnants of defensive structures or battlements have been uncovered. More extreme fringe theories propose the pyramids were built by ancient seafarers or wandering stonemason guilds as navigation landmarks or monuments to their skill. Some speculate they were designed as energy accumulators, harnessing the power of ley lines. Others even suggest extraterrestrial involvement, theorizing the sites were sacred places for alien contact. But there is no evidence to substantiate such exotic ideas. Ultimately, the original purpose behind the temple's construction continues to elude us. The structures were undoubtedly highly significant to their enigmatic builders, but their meaning was either lost over time or has yet to be deciphered. The puzzle of the pyramids endures, leaving their purpose shrouded in mystery, legends, and mythic lore. Beyond the questions surrounding their architects and purpose, these ancient pyramids have also accumulated rich legendary and mythic lore over the centuries. The local people have imagined many beguiling stories to explain these mysterious stone monuments within their landscape. According to medieval folktales, the pyramids were erected by ancient wizard kings as magical strongholds against their enemies. Hidden passageways under the structures were said to hold enchanted treasures and powerful relics. Some believe the spirit of Merlin from Arthurian legend resided in the complex, or that the pyramids contained a portal to the magical island of Avalon. Other legends describe the temples as an abandoned city built by the devil. Local lore during the Middle Ages held the pyramid complex was an unholy place cursed by God and inhabited by demons. People also reported eerie lights and sounds emanating from the structures at night, furthering their sinister reputation. Many avoided the area out of superstitious fear for centuries. The pyramids also feature in mythic tales from Greek and Roman times, describing visits by gods or ancient heroes. In one story, the Greek hero Diomedes anchored his ships off the Italian coast after the Trojan War, and ordered the massive monuments erected to honor his epic voyage. Myths about Greek gods like Hera and Dionysus locating the pyramids, or using them as ceremonial grounds, have also survived through the ages. These legends and mythic tales heavily colored perceptions of the temples for generations. While fantastical, they reflect the deep impression these archaic stone structures had on the imaginations of the people who lived in their shadow. The aura of mystery and wonderment still lingers today for visitors gazing upon the ancient pyramids. Ongoing excavations and revelations. Archaeological excavation and study of the temples of humankind continues today, as scientists keep striving to uncover more clues to these captivating monuments past. Recent years have seen important new revelations that are expanding our knowledge while also raising fresh questions. One key finding came in the 2000s, when researchers conducted radiocarbon testing on organic samples taken from the pyramids' construction materials. This dating produced startling results, pointing to two distinct periods of construction, one around 2600 BC in the late Neolithic, and a second phase around 1500 BC in the Middle Bronze Age. This suggests the temples were built, abandoned, then rebuilt and expanded several thousand years later by a new culture. It provides firm evidence that the complex was used over an immense span of time. But it is still unknown whether the later Bronze Age builders were related to the original architects or just repurposed extant ancient structures. Ongoing excavations have also uncovered more segments of a large necropolis or cemetery, extending between the pyramids, containing over 150 tombs. These were built in different styles over different eras, confirming the site's use as a burial ground by successive generations. But the actual identities of the interred dead remain shrouded in mystery. Additionally, new scientific analysis techniques, like electrical resistivity tomography, are being used to conduct virtual scans of pyramid interiors without damaging them. This non-invasive technology has revealed the presence of unknown cavities, hollow spaces, and geometric patterns beneath the surfaces of the structures. Further virtual imaging studies may finally reveal what secrets lie hidden in the heart of these stone giants. The recent advances are slowly peeling back the layers of the unknown. But rather than definitive answers, the discoveries at the temples of humankind just provoke more puzzling questions about who designed them, why they created such enduring monuments, and how these pyramid sites figured into their mysterious ancient culture. Their secrets are only partially unearthed, with much left to still explore. The allure of the enigma. The enduring enigma surrounding the temples of humankind is a huge part of what makes this archaeological site so alluring and magical. The questions unanswered are as captivating as the monuments themselves. Who were the mysterious ancient builders who conceived these structures? What compelled them to erect these extraordinary stone pyramids? What rituals and ceremonies were held here? What deeper purpose did they serve? We can only speculate until more evidence comes to light. The lack of definitive answers leaves space for hope that revelations and breakthroughs are still to come. It also allows room for flights of imaginative fancy about the possible explanations behind these ancient marvels. We can envision wondrous and amazing cultures who gathered here, just beyond the reach of our knowledge. This sense of profound mystery is what infuses the temples with their magical aura of legend. That magic remains palpable for visitors today as they walk among the silent pyramids in contemplation and wonderment. Gazing at their towering, time-worn forms, one cannot help but be awestruck by the achievements of our ancient ancestors. This site is a window into the distant past and a testament to the monumental accomplishments of early Mediterranean civilizations, even if we do not fully grasp them. It is this sense of connection to vanished heritage that causes the temples to resonate so deeply as a place of meaning and legend. Though the full history of the temples of humankind remains untold, the promise of revelations yet to come makes this ancient complex an endlessly captivating site of imagination and discovery. Wandering this place, one feels immersed in the landscape of myth and caught up in the adventure of uncovering archaeologies, magic, and mysteries.